So in this video, I'm going to take you through one of the property flip projects that I did a little while ago, show you some before and after photos and have a look at the numbers.
So I actually bought this property prior to auction. Big tip for you, if you're looking at buying properties at auction, it's often a good idea. Many of them are, in fact, stinky, horrible, smashed up, falling to bits. So you can add a lot of value. And in some cases, you can get them at the right price to make it worthwhile flipping the property and making a decent profit. So auctions can be great, but you don't have to wait until the day of the auction to get your bid in. So in this example, I was able to secure this property pre-auction, and I've done that many times before. So putting a bid in before other people do can be a great way of securing a good deal. Now, it won't always work. In many situations, the seller's going to be waiting until the day of the auction. The agents might be telling them to wait until the day of the auction. So that's what's often going to happen, but you never know what might happen by getting that bid in early. They might be looking to do a deal. And if you're able to move quickly, if you're a serious buyer, you can move quickly, then in some cases you can get a decent deal prior to auction. So as you can see with this one, the bathroom was completely renovated, put a walk-in shower here as well, kitchen, complete renovation as well. But in the grand scheme of things, this wasn't a massive refurb. This was just a straightforward cosmetic refurb. Took about 6 weeks to do. So yes, new bathroom, new kitchen. The wallpaper came off the walls. Once it did, it needed replastering everywhere. A new central heating system, full electrical rewire, decoration, flooring, new doors, etc. But there wasn't anything major in terms of building works, no extensions. The roof was okay, the windows were fine. So it's a fairly straightforward cosmetic refurb, took about 6 weeks to do. So when it comes to flipping property, it's not just about how much money you can make. As important as that is, of course, it's about how quickly you can make it, because the quicker you can make it, the quicker you can move those funds onto the next deal, and that money invested is working harder for you. So speed of turnaround is great. Don't get me wrong, I've done much bigger projects that have taken a lot longer, and if the numbers stack up, that's fine. But if you can do deals like this where you can get in and out and make a healthy margin, then that's a great situation to move that money on to the next one. So what were the numbers on this one? I purchased the property for 85K. I sold it for 150. The refurbishment was around 26,000. And of course, there were lots of other costs as well. So it's not just the refurb costs, the legal fees, buying and selling the property, agent fees for selling the property, stamp duty on the purchase. And this property was an auction purchase too. So yes, I was able to secure it prior to auction, but I still bought it under auction terms. And depending on the auction or the auctions that might be near where you live, they sometimes work differently. But in some cases like this one, you have to pay a buyer's premium fee. So that is basically an amount that you have to pay in addition to the purchase price. It doesn't contribute towards purchase price. You have to factor that into your numbers as well. So in this instance, that was over £6,000. So that's quite a considerable amount of money on a fairly cheap lower end of the market property. So you just got to factor that in. So after everything, all costs, not just the refurbishment, but all the buying and selling costs, everything included, the net profit on this deal was 28,600. One of the best things about this deal as well is actually it was a street away from a property that I'd already done. So I had really good proof of concept. I knew the exit was there. I knew first time buyers would be waiting to buy this property. And so the exit was quick. So I'd already done one in the exact same area. So that's something which, if you can get, is brilliant, because it's not just about the amount of money you can make, it's how quickly you can make it. So your exit needs to be good as well. So in this instance, it's a really popular area of Newcastle, nice family home, went to a first time buyer, and I was able to exit this deal very quickly as well. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video in some way. It's useful for you. If so, look out for the next one very soon.